Hello, everyone. Earth Angel here. Just wanted to get out a message to you. There are some who are in despair, um, who have actually followed listening to other people's advice or information, and they've got themselves in a little pickle right now. So, for those who are dealing with karma, a lot of things that you wished on us, on me, or on others, or did spells, dark spells, or anything like that. God is saying, okay, well, you wished these things on them. So everything that you wished on them, poverty, finances, taking finances, stealing from them as far as money, inheritances, mail, identity theft, a lot of things that were done. God says, you know what? I'm going to now turn it around and let you feel, see what it's like going through all the things you put them through, my chosen ones, or the angels, or the queens, kings. We have divine feminine and divine masculine. So God has turned things around, and He's like, you know what? You're now going to see what it's like to lose finances. The money in the bank accounts, how they'll dwindle. What it's like to lose a home or lose an apartment, lose a job because someone has went in and, you know, talked about you and told people that you work with um, all these lies and have defamed your name. As far as, oh, that person's a sex worker or they have an STD, STI, whatever it is. And you guys have done a lot to defame our character. So now God's like, okay, you thought it was funny, you thought it was fun doing this to other people. There are people who are sitting out homeless out on the street because you thought it was fun. This was something that you did to them. You stole from them, or dwindled down their money, or, now they're homeless. If they don't, they're living in a trailer, if they have a trailer, or a tent, if they have a tent. Some are just sleeping on the ground. They have nothing. So this is something that you have done to them lifetimes after lifetime, years after year, it just taken away from them. I can honestly say that I've dealt with starting over many times. It wasn't just once or twice, it was many times. And you have to kind of, okay, I only have so much, you know, money, so I'm going to get these things from the dollar store. I'm going to keep it real here, from the dollar store, or, maybe you can get some of these things from Walmart or do whatever. Or you were living in an apartment, and next thing you know, you're being kicked out, thrown out because of something that you or another has said. You've went to the apartment complex, made friends with the people that work there, or you've talked to people that, they were working with, and you went in and you know, defamed them, their character. You know, they're an up and up person. They work hard, but you decided to go in and tell lies on them. So God is saying, you know what? Okay, bet. Let's keep things on an even keel here. So you thought it was funny doing these things to these earth angels or to my chosen ones or to, you know, kings and queens and emperors and empresses and high priests and high priestess, those who didn't do anything to you. They're just trying to live their lives, right? And do their work for God, you know, whatever their purpose may be. Not bugging you, just, you know, drinking their water, sitting back, minding their business. So God is saying, has told a lot of you enough is enough, but you wouldn't listen. You've been doing this for years as far as stealing from another, you know, but you've been living high off the hog, you know, buying a new car or a home, taking money out the bank, taking money that does not belong to you. You've been doing a lot of things that have been crooked. And God said, okay, let's give you back all that you have given to them. You're wondering, oh, you know, they made it, or oh, you know, it's funny to see them sleeping on the ground or having this, you know, skimp and do these things to take care of themselves or their family. You thought it was hilarious. You thought it was so funny. But now God is doing the same to you. So God has seized bank accounts, making sure that you're not able to get in and take out money that you were lying about, saying that it was yours. You're no longer able to take trips, travel, buy these nice things, you know, buy these suits or nice clothes and these Gucci and the, you know, whatever, shoes and bags and, you know, all these things. You're no longer able to let people see you in that manner. God said, I'm going to let people see you for who you are. So you lied on others saying, oh, they're sex workers, or oh, they drink, or they're alcoholic, or they're, you know, they take drugs, or they're a gambler, they've gambled all their money. God said, stop. Stop the nonsense. It's time for you now to meet your maker. It's time for you now to deal with what you have given to another. You are not God. You are not high and holier than thou. So God says, you know what? It's time for you to pay for all the things that you have done to other people. Another thing that's happening, that's coming around the corner, is for those of you who lied on a divine feminine and divine masculine, you know they're supposed to come together in union. You went to, let's say your ex is a woman, she's a divine feminine. You went to the divine masculine and you lied on the divine feminine, saying, oh, they're a sex worker, they this, they that, or they have an STD, or they have like 10 children. When I heard this, I was like, what? I can't. So You know, the lengths that people have gone through to lie on you and on your character is just out of this world. So God said, you know what? For those of you who lied on your divine feminine or masculine, even though you're karmic or they're not, or they, you know, they're your ex, you have lied on them so much that you have kind of ran away or had the union spouse that's just kind of, okay, let me just put things on hold. Wait a minute. Let me, excuse me, assess what's going on. Let me, you know, I won't go towards them at this moment. And you've kind of pushed them off to either staying by themselves or probably going into a karmic relationship, knowing that you were doing that to them. So God says, I'm going to make things fair. So for those of you who have lied on a union, on two people that were supposed to come together, God says, I'm going to out you. I'm going to let everyone know who you are, what you did, what you're doing. Going to out you for being the sex worker or the pedophile or the one who sleeps with animals or whatever you do. God says, I'm going to out you for the truth. And everyone in the community will know the truth about you, that you've been lying on your, the divine feminine or the divine masculine about. It's time for truth. It's time for things to be exposed. Don't look at me or another, because God's going to do this for you. Then you will know God is real. God don't take no mess, y'all. So it's important to repent and let go of your wicked ways. But be careful. Be ready. Be ready. Because it's coming around the corner and it's going to smack you in your face. And you're going to be feeling the embarrassment and the union spouse who you told the lies to. They're going to be looking at you like, I don't even say this word, but they're going to say, you fool. They're going to be looking at you, but you're going to have to pay the piper, whether it's prison or whatever. You're going to have to pay the piper for all that you've done. So get ready, because here it comes. I love you guys. Love you all. I will see you on the next video. Peace.